Good morning folks, welcome back to the channel. You can tell by the video, today is going to be a full day of eating. I'm going to take you through what I eat to get ready to train, recover, and what I use to hit my calorie target for the day. Target for the day is around 3,500 calories. First thing in the morning when I wake up, I have either a pint and a bit or 2 large glasses of water just to wake up, because I'm a sweaty mess during the night. I use a lot of water and it just helps get things kick started. And also than that, I'm going to take Mr. Odin for a walk, who's waiting patiently. He's a good boy. Right, Mr. Hey, good boy. Although, if you can't tell already, I'll show you from the front room that summer has officially finished. And also I broke the curtain rail as I was opening this morning, so that is fixed. Actually I only did one because 2 of them snapped. But here is the weather. Again, it is tipping down, so myself and Odin will need our coats on. And then once we finish the walk, it will be time for breakfast. And of course coffee. We're in a mister. Oh, that's a big stretch. Let's go for a walk. Yeah? Let's go for a walk. Come on, let's go for a walk. And here's Odin's new coat. Got this down in cricket and keeps it very dry, which is obviously what a coat does. Look how cute he looks. Leave a comment below telling Odin how much of a handsome boy he is. He's a handsome chap. Right, let's get my on and then we'll go in the fields.
1 hour later.
We are back with a soaking wet dog. Get his coat off first. Yeah, as it always happens, took him for a walk, and then on the way back, or just as we get near the house, the rain stops, which is just fantastic. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? He always gives a very delicate paw. It's like you may take the paw. But I'm gonna get him dry, and then onto the watch it. First, well not first meal, but making the coffee. Now I wouldn't say I'm not much of a coffee snob, but I do weigh out my coffee just to get the ratios right. But I can't remember the exact, I think it was 5 grams per 100 ml. I could be completely wrong. But I tend to have around 25 to 30 grams. Obviously this is a bigger cafetiere, whatever you want to call it, French press. But I have the same grams as I do when I have my small one, just to kind of dilute it a bit more so it's not as strong and I get to same caffeine. That makes sense. 30 grams as always, using the Cannonball coffee, going for the Iron Bar Espresso today. Again, link will be down below. No affiliate code, but I need to reach out again. Say this every video, I need to reach out to them. Obviously this is going to be kind of like meal 1, is it? I don't know, it's not necessarily meal because I won't be eating for a couple more hours because I don't eat. I'm not training for quite a while, like I mentioned before. So I'm gonna enjoy this, do some editing, and then in about, what time is it? Remember I say, in about an hour and a half, 2.5 hours, that's when I will have my first meal. And because today's full of eating, this is ice in the bottom of the mug. Now I mentioned this the other day that I add ice to my coffees just to cool them down so they are drinkable. That's a bit too close. And obviously when you pour in the coffee, only press it about halfway down, and the granules are still floating around the water and they can still get extra flavour. But yeah, this is sort of, say meal 0.5. And that ice just makes it drinkable straight away, so you don't have to leave it there to sit. So cheers for meal 0.5. Is editing done for the morning. Again, the coffee is almost finished, so the sun is going a bit cold, so I may leave that. But now we are going to head downstairs, oh don't spill it, for some breakfast. Now I'm just making the usual breakfast of protein oats, so oats, protein powder, almond milk, banana, honey and some sultanas just for the extra carbs, because I'm deciding to have a bit more calories earlier in the day, so I'm not left with a huge sort of number to hit at the end of the day. Obviously I am still tracking my calories just so I make sure I eat enough, because obviously I've been tracking for, I don't know, 15 years, and I just still, because of eating disorders, I have hunger issues, so I rarely feel hungry. I have more symptoms of hunger, so I sort of start feeling really cold, get a bit angry, hangry, and oh, it's really annoying, that broken blind, and just start getting cold. So the signs rather than actually feeling hungry, which is interesting, but I need to learn to eat more. And obviously if I don't track and eat, normally it's still not enough food when I end up tracking it to see what I've had, so I'm just tracking to make sure I eat enough, especially now that I'm sort of in a sort of serious competition preparation. If it wasn't, I wouldn't be too concerned with tracking, but since I want to make sure I'm fueling myself correctly and recovering well, I need to start tracking things. So let's head back into the kitchen. I don't know, I walk through to the living room there, and then let's make breakfast. And here we have breakfast, meal number 1. I hate giving meals numbers because it just makes it sound a bit like a bro. But usual breakfast, as I said before, oats, protein, banana, almond milk, sultanas, honey. Brings out to 815 calories, so a nice decent sized breakfast. And I did reheat that coffee because I couldn't let it go to waste in my Life's a Pitch mug. Looking forward to football being back on this weekend. I'm not a huge fan of the international break. This is my breakfast. It's currently 11 AM. I'm going to be training around 1:30, 2 o'clock, so a good 2.5 to 3 hours before I train. So it's got plenty of time to digest and get in the system. I don't like eating too close to training because it just leaves me feeling a bit bloated and just don't think I can get a good pump during the session, even though that's not the goal. It's just, I just feel like blood flow is not as good. But anyway, let's dig into this. Just about to watch the Boiled Alive Ross Edgley, where he is attempting a swim record. So that came out yesterday, so that'll be a good one to watch over on the Gymshark channel. But let's have the first mouthful of this just to prove I do eat these foods. All the different texture combinations there. Crunches of the oats, soft banana, and the softer of the sultanas, and the honey and the salt, and then blah, 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 blah. Again, very good. If you haven't tried it already, it's all a good combo. Again, that sort of sweet and saltiness is just perfect. I got a lot of stick for my jam and crumpet combo the other day, but they're just missing out on the salty and sweet combo. But I'm gonna enjoy both of these, watch this video, then I'll be off to work, gym, and after that it will be lunch, dinner and so on. So I'm not gonna show you too much of the training stuff, just gonna stick to the foods, maybe just sticking some highlights of training. So yeah, see you at lunch. Work done for the day. Now it's time to have some pre-workout and go and train. And so having the usual pre-workout of 1 scoop of the bubblegum again with the powder. I should let it settle before I open it. But going for scooping a bit of the Myprotein The Pump bubblegum flavour. Again with just an extra serving of beta alanine. Not too much of that. Just an extra sort of 3/4 scoop. And I'm going to sip this on the way to the gym. Yeah, heading off to Pure Gym today for upper body session with some conditioning. It just got me thinking, because obviously I'm training at a different gym than the one I work in. If you're watching this and you work in a gym, can you train where you work? Like say you're just on a long shift and then it's time to train. Do you stay and train or do you go elsewhere? For me, I like to go and train elsewhere because obviously I won't get interrupted by members, even though I'm sort of, it's my job to help. But also I just found that I need that drive, that 10, 15, 20 minute drive to just sort of get zoned in for the session, get ready for the session rather than finish work, pre-workout and then have to go to the same environments to train. Let me know what you think in the comments, but I'm gonna sip this on the way to the gym and then we'll catch you at lunch before the camera falls down, which obviously I haven't tightened up enough. See you at the gym and then at lunch. Hi, mister. Hello. Come on. No. Anyway, while he's up there sulking, or he's been napping, we are back home. That was a very good session. I'll put the whole thing in the description below, what I did, sets, reps, all that kind of thing. That conditioning is really blowing my shoulders, so holding this camera up is actually fatiguing them. Obviously now it is lunchtime, and I'm just going to make something quick, probably my usual sort of omelette sandwich. Going to save the cooked meats for during the week. Oh, I might have a chorizo and cheese omelette. And here are all of today's ingredients for today's lunch. Gonna have a cheese and chorizo omelette, bit of barbecue sauce in there. As always, crumpets and jam to start, and on the side some pretzel thins. Again, I only found these pretzel thins the other day in Aldi. They are very nice. I had the onion and mustard, just the salted flavour. So I'm just gonna try these and see what they're like. And here we are for lunch. Got the usual crumpets, jam, pink Himalayan salt, and a chorizo and cheese sandwich with some barbecue sauce. Now I know this is a very weird combo, and also the pretzels on the side, again from Aldi pretzel thins. Now I know this is a very weird combo, but I find I'm a very weird guy, and I just like different things. Again, former fat boy, I like a variety of foods. But altogether, this comes, again, I've got the calories macros on screen. This comes to just over 1,420 calories, 1,420 calories, putting my daily total so far at, drumroll please, 2,235 calories, so another 1,300 calories to go. There's a good chunk of those. Obviously that's a wash on the side, but let's give everything a bit of a taste test. Now I get a lot of stick for these crumpets and jam, because I don't know why, it's just I like the salty and sweet combo. Again, post-training I do a lot of salt, also replenish my salt because I sweat a lot, so I use a lot of sodium. So it just helps replenish that. That's a nice salty and sweet combo. Try and get a thumbnail. Right, let's taste test it. Crumpets could have done with being in a little bit longer, not as crunchy as I would have liked. But now let's taste the sandwich to cleanse the palate with some agua. Probably going to be very hot, so just may burn my mouth, but doing it for the tubes. Hot. That's good, that. Bit of Parmesan cheese in the middle is just, not Parmesan, but some sort of Parmesan variety. Nice bit of kick in the middle. And this is the barbecue sauce. Kelly got me onto this, and it is amazing. It's called Meat Lust Barbecue Mop. Again, from Aldi, if you're in the UK. Down one of the special hours, I think. Also on the side, these pretzel thins. I don't know if you've ever been to Sainsbury's or anywhere, I think Tesco sells them, but for the Schneider's sort of pretzel pieces, which are amazing. I've had those for a very long time, but I saw these the other day, so I'd grab a bag of each to try. And the whole bag is quite calorific. 100 grams is 419 calories, the whole bag is 80 grams, so that's a lot, but here they are. I get quite a lot in the bag. That's a little pretzel there. Again, not the sort of saltiness I was expecting. Maybe I was expecting a bit of sweetness there, but they'll do for now. Get the calories in. So I'm gonna finish all of this. I'm sure you don't want to sit there and watch me eat it all, and then I will catch you all once I've finished. And if the rain stays off, take Mr. Odin out for another walk. And that is lunch done. That was a very nice meal that hit the spot perfectly. That's what I forgot to say, that meal was rather high in fat, which obviously if I was training in later, if I was doing some running or some sort of conditioning, I would have obviously lowered the fat. I kept it very low, probably less than 10-15 grams, just to make sure my digestion was okay. It's refuel me, but having fat after training isn't the end of the world, because obviously fat will slow down the digestion of the meal, but because I'm not doing anything, why is that messing up? There we go. Because I'm not doing anything physically active for the rest of the day, it's okay to have higher fat post-training. It won't affect anything really, unless you were, like I said, going for another session and just keep things sort of protein and carb with sort of trace fats. But When I was done, time to shower. The rain has stopped, thankfully. It's starting to rain just as I was having lunch. And now these batteries are starting to play up again. I just cut out for no reason. This is again one of these sort of fake, if you like, Canon batteries. So I'm gonna. And it happened again. Just as I was talking, I'm starting to think this camera knows when I'm talking about the fake batteries. But I've got the Canon one now, so hopefully it'll stay on for this whole clip. I think the longer I use the other batteries, the more it makes sense. I don't know if it's like AI sort of camera, but got the Canon battery in. Like I say, shower, dog walk, chill for a few hours, back to more editing, and then it'll be dinner time. Although it is currently, I think, just gone 4 o'clock. So yeah, finished lunch around a while ago, actually about 4:30ish, and just chilled for a bit before filming this clip. Probably have dinner around 7:30, 8ish, and then it'll be a small snack, and that'll be it for the day. But as I say, priority is, although he looks like he's asleep, take this dude out for his run before the rain comes back in. So that's the plan. Shower, dog walk, dinner. And there is one tired dog after his walk this evening. Thankfully the rain stayed up until we got back, and he managed to find the rugby ball just as we were leaving the field, so we stayed a little bit longer. And it was quite funny because I booted it for him and he just ran. He's got a good judge distance, but he made sure to slide it, smacked him right in the back, but it was flat so it didn't hurt him. Just bounced off him. Now he's a big derp and actually probably didn't feel it. Anyway, it is now time for dinner, so that's what felt before knocked the hob. Anyway, it is now time for dinner. It's been a couple of hours. It's currently 8 o'clock, a bit later than planned for dinner, but I don't normally eat at planned hours anyway, or planned intervals, but tonight I try and get a night's sleep because I'm up early in the morning, obviously to walk over and then head to work, so I'm trying to get things in a bit more condensed. Normally eat every sort of 4 to 5 hours, but tonight, probably going to see me in the dark, we are going for pizza. Now, for me, Tuesday night is normally pizza night. I have no idea where that started or came from. It's just, it is. So we are going for, tonight, the Nduja and grilled pepper pizza. Now, for this half pizza, so just double these, remember the whole thing, it's 434 calories, 17 fat, 50 carb, and 18 protein, so a pretty decent meal there. So I'm gonna get this in the oven. Only takes 12 minutes. So this will be dinner. Also, let me know what you call it. Do you call it dinner or do you call it tea in the UK? I think it depends where you are. I call it dinner. I have breakfast, lunch and dinner. Or some people have breakfast, dinner, tea. Let me know in the comments below. Also, if any Americans or people from abroad are watching, let me know what you guys call it. But we're gonna get this in the oven, have a little play with Odin, and then it'll be nom time. It'll be dinner time. Now I'd normally have this with a side of veg, like a tin of carrots and peas, because I'm useless at getting my veg in, but unfortunately I haven't got any in the house, so unfortunately I'm not going to have any veg tonight, which is a big shame, but it is what it is. Not that big of a deal. I'm not one for you have to eat certain veg as long as you get enough fibre for the day, which I think I'm on point to get. So we're gonna cook this, have a little play with Mr. Odin while it cooks, and then it'll be time to eat. Also, why is it whenever you put anything in the oven, it always just goes to 200, like anything regardless if it's 170, 180, you just bang up to 200 and then put it back down or just leave it there. Like a lot of people are spoken to do that, so let me know if you do it yourself. I said this before, I never really know what else to film during a day week. Do I just film myself eating the foods, what I got to, obviously see what else I do during the daily vlogs anyway, just sort of training days pretty much the same, wake up, walk Odin, breakfast, train, work. That's pretty much my life at the minute. The only difference being today is that it is the evening when I'm filming. When I film my dinner, obviously I have the evening off work, which is obviously why I'm filming this. So I'll open this. Here's what the pizza looks like. It doesn't look very appealing when it's frozen, but that's going to be delicious in about 12 minutes. But yeah, I don't know what else to put on these days, or just leave it as the food. I don't know, I'm new to all this. But let's ping this in the oven and then eat. So I actually get a little bit hungry now.
A few moments later.
There we have it. Here we are with the finished product. Left it a bit longer so it could crisp up nicely. Don't know if you can see that, it's got a bit crispy on top because I held it up to the camera. So I'm going to put this now. Now if this would have offended people, I decided not to against that. I've actually decided to start, if I can find it. Actually it might be dirty actually. Oh no. Oh no. I cannot find a pizza cutter. Oh, there it is. Phew. Panic over. Found it falling behind. Now, normally I cut this with, or I used to cut it with scissors. I don't know why I just found scissors easier for a bit, but now I find this easier. Again, I'm weird, I know. I always cut pizza into 8s, even though this is a fairly small pizza than what I'd normally have. Or what I'd get onto the mic online or somewhere while you'd order in. Just feel like it's more pizza. And also, not to mention, I was having a dipping sauce, but I sort of make my own, which is a combination of, oh, it's gonna close. Light mayo and some chili and garlic, so a bit like a garlicky mayo kind of dip. As always, we will track this. It's going to be 30-ish grams of that, and this is pretty much, it's not 0 calorie, but sort of a 1-to-1 ratio. Hello, mister. I'm sorry, you can't have pizza. Grab a little teaspoon. And there is the sauce. Odin, do you want a little snack as well? So before we go and eat, I'm just going to give Mr. Odin some food, even though it's already out, but he wants a little snack before he eats. Because he needs a snack before he eats. I don't know why it is, but you know, who can say no to this? Who can say no to that, eh? Nobody. And here is dinner. Obviously, we're going to wash it down with a can of Coke Zero. But as always, let's give this a little taste. Let me see if I can prop you up to the sides. Again, using a different tripod that's a bit smaller than the big one. So, let's get on a bit of meat. And leave a comment below if you are going to eat pizza. Are you a folder? Sort of folding it into a bit of a triangle like so. Triangle? Just folding it together. Keep it shaped rather than just let it flop. Here we go. This is one of my favourite pizzas from Aldi, the Andouja and grilled peppers, so I would highly recommend giving that a go. While I enjoy this, I'm going to be watching The Bear on Disney Plus. I am currently on season 2. Don't know if you can see that at all. Got season 2. If you've not seen it already, I highly recommend it. Oh, that's too zoomed in. Oh, go on that ugly mug. I like the way, I like the show, and I always like the way it's filmed. It's sort of a bit of inspiration, if you like, for my future videos, and just the way it's a bit cinematically, all the shots, the aerial shots, the close-up shots, all that. Also, I forgot to mention that I'm wearing my blue light blockers. This is something I wear of an evening. Just helps block out blue light, helps me just get chilled better. I think since wearing them, I have found they have been useful. Just help me switch off and get to sleep that little bit easier and quicker. So I highly recommend getting a pair of those. These are just a cheap pair from Amazon, like Amazon Basics. I think they're about £6 or £7. Or they do give everything a bit of like an orange tinge, which is a bit strange to get used to. So when you take them off, yeah, that bear is actually quite clear on the TV. Anyway, I'm rambling. Pizza's getting cold, even though cold pizza is just as good as hot pizza. I'm gonna eat this, and then there was one final meal for my dessert, which you will see in a minute. And Mr. Odin is back after having his dinner. Is that nice? But you can't have any pizza, I'm afraid.
did you
Boot for growls.
like you get to pick that?
Boot for growl.
You do?
Look at the teeth.
Do you,
So dinner is done, and it has been playtime again for Mr. Odin. He gets a lot of energy after he has dinner, which is great. And then he just sleeps all night because he's a great dog, aren't you, Mister?
yeah.
But now it's time for a little dessert for me before I also hit the hay and get some sleep. Hopefully the colour of this video comes out alright. Again, these lights give an orange tinge and these glasses make it seem even more orange. Kind of look like I've got like Oompa Loompa fake tan kind of skin at the minute, but it is what it is. So for dessert, I actually got this the other day, so I had to save it for today to try, and that is a protein pudding. Got flavour on, yeah. Guess first time I've seen this flavour. It's normally just chocolate, strawberry, or salted caramel, but it's a coffee flavoured protein pudding. Is that going to focus? Yeah, coffee flavoured protein pudding. 20 grams protein there, and on the sides with that, I am having 2 of these mini bites Rocky Roads. These are probably my favourites. It's favourite little treats. Again, 100 calories per bite. Again, they're not massive, but they do the job. That's the size of one of them. Probably not even going to focus on that single one as I have my face. So 2 of these and the yogurt, and that'll finish off my calories today. I put total calories and macros on the screen, but we'll head through to the lounge and try this. I've got the camera very precariously balanced on the hob, so hope it doesn't fall mid filming. I'm also about to add my evening supplements. Obviously before bed I always have 1 scoop of Brain Gains Switch Off. This helps me sleep and chill out. I'm taking 5 grams of creatine. Just 1 scoop, just take it to the dome, dry scoop it. That's about 5 grams. And then just 1 capsule of vitamin D3 to hold behind the hand. No, doesn't even work. Vitamin D3, again, this is just 25 IUs, 500% of the RDA. But I tend to have more at night because that's when I remember to take them. Don't think there's anything special about having them at certain times of day. But I still have to add those in because it is a full day of eating, that's why I'm also consuming. But then I'm going to sip this as I enjoy my coffee flavoured yogurt. So let's go and try that out. So time to try the coffee flavoured yogurt, but first the little Rocky Roads. Delicious. Now let's try the yogurt. Now I am a fan of coffee flavoured things. Recently been having a lot of Revels and the coffee one is my favourite. Okay, it's not everyone's cup of tea or cup of coffee even. So that's, oh, that smells very nice, very creamy. At least one licks the lid. You always got to get all the calories you can. I'm actually not a fan of adding things to coffee. I always have it as like an Americano, so black coffee, no milk, no sugar. But coffee flavoured things smell quite creamy. Yeah, it's pretty good consistency. It's more again that protein pudding from Aldi. So not quite mousse, not quite mousse, not quite jelly-like, sort of in between. So there we are. Let's give it a try. Kind of sort of cappuccino-y kind of flavouring. Very creamy with a hint of coffee coming through at the end. The aftertaste. So that's very nice. What's it like with a bit of Rocky Road dipped in it? I'm a fan of using foods to scoop other foods. Not a bad combo. So this is my final meal of the day. Well, final snack. Leaving me with a grand total. Let's see what the calories and macros are saying. They'll be on screen as well. Leaving me with today 3,542 calories, so almost right on the nose. 171 protein, 450 grams of carbs, 114 grams of fat. Again, I want to keep that around 100, so that's good there. Fibre is 24 grams of fibre. Could do with doing a little bit higher, around 30-ish grams, but it is what it is. Just make up for that tomorrow. So hope you've enjoyed today's video. That is typically what I eat in a day. Pretty much the same things. I'll try and make these a little bit more exciting. Maybe do sort of some 4 day of eating challenges. No idea what that could be or contain. Full day of fast food, full day of whatever. Whereas next month, or towards the end of this month, I will be doing a 4 day of eating pumpkin spice edition again. And that was one of my very first 4 day of eatings last year, one of my very first videos. But I'm going to enjoy this coffee flavoured protein pudding. Carry on watching the bear. I've just switched off for a minute while I just film this clip so I don't miss any of it, because it's very good. Again, highly recommend you give it a watch. But if you enjoyed this video, give it a like. If you are new, smash the subscribe. Comment below any ideas you think would be good for the channel, good for 4 days of eatings, fitness challenges, whatever. And as always, I will catch you in the next one. Peace.